Nuketown is the most easiest map to play if you want to get nukes, high kill games, or just improve quickly. But it seems as though most of y'all be getting spawn trapped or don't know when to push or stay back. So I'm gonna share a full masterclass going over every aspect of Nuketown, from common rush routes to different strategies I use in order to dominate skill-based matchmaking lobbies. Now, probably the most important thing you finna learn in this video is the spawns, which is the first thing we finna go over right now. Without spawns, you're not gonna be able to do nothing, bro. You can't set up no rush routes. You can't set up where your positioning is. You can't set up nothing without knowing the spawns. And since we on Nuketown, spawns shouldn't be that hard to learn anyways. Now, one of the spawns is back here behind greenhouse. I'm sorry about the fan. It's hot in here. You're going to have to hear it in the mic if you can even hear it. But the first spawn is back here. As we all know, this is the most common spawn, this little area. You can spawn back here, or you can spawn right here when you spawn in greenhouse. Or if they like kind of guard in this area, like if someone's standing there and they watching here and over here, if they watching here, then the game is gonna spawn you here. The game is always gonna spawn you where they aren't looking. All right, and if they looking and got this whole place guarded, then you're just gonna flip. But most times you're just gonna spawn over there, and this is the secondary spawn. You spawn in this area. Now the primary spawn on this side, which is yellow house, you're gonna spawn behind here. Sometimes you're gonna spawn here too. All right, it just depends. If they kind of looking a little bit, then you're gonna spawn back here. If you just spawn at like the start of the game, then you're gonna spawn here. If you're playing hardpoint, they want to get you like as close as possible, then you'll spawn here. All right, this is the primary spawn. This is the secondary spawn. We call this sandbox. All right, if you play Nuketown for like a long time, you know the name sandbox. This is the secondary spawn where they spawn on yellow house, and that's pretty much the only two spawns back here. Both sides of the map got two spawns, really, a primary and secondary spawn. And then if they flip, then you go on the other side. But if they on both sides, kind of watching both areas, then you will spawn here. You will spawn on Jeep, which is the mid map area. All right, you probably didn't see this spawn, but there is a few spawns that you don't even know about. Like you can spawn right here. All right, you can spawn over here sometimes. Not sometimes, it's very rare you actually spawn these locations. But yeah, those are really all the spawns you need to really worry about, is the Jeep behind green, and then over there, like these other spawns, this usually occurs only when like you are heavily spawn trapped, or you heavily spawn trapping somebody else. Like you got a sentry turret right there. All right, you got you got teammates back here, you got teammates over there. You really can't spawn nowhere. They just spawn you randomly like this, because like you can't really see much from right here, so this is the best place to put you. Now domination spawns are pretty straightforward. It's either A or C spawn most times. Sometimes they put you in the middle, like I said. But when it comes to hardpoint spawns, where you kind of see those tricky spawns where you spawning like on side greenhouse garage, because the game objective is to always spawn you as close to the hardpoint as possible without like revealing you when you spawn. Like they don't want to spawn you with someone is just pre-aiming, because that wouldn't make sense. So that's why sometimes in hardpoint, like I said in one of my previous videos, they end up spawning you far away from the hardpoint, because I know we all done been there. They spawn you far away from the hardpoint because there's most likely an enemy near, and there's a reason why you cannot spawn closer. So if you know the closer spawns, you understand why everything is kind of working in the way it's working. That's pretty simple. That's all I need to say about spawns, because that's all you need to know. Don't really take any other advice besides that's gonna confuse you too much. Now the next thing I'm finna go over is the common rush route. See, this is not talked about enough in Call of Duty whatsoever. People just tell you about the spawns but the common rush routes. I shout out Green Goblin. If y'all remember him, he used to make tips and tricks all the time, like back in Modern Warfare 3, the old one, not the new one. Modern Warfare 3, them old CODs like Ghosts and stuff, he used to always say like, oh, the common rush routes and the common areas that like people like to sit and stuff. And that's kind of where I got that from. People don't talk about that stuff. They just tell you, oh, go on bots and warm up your aim every day and you'll be getting a nuke. But no, bro, you got to understand how the map works first. Now, mind you, you could take some of these tips I'm telling you and apply them into ranked, even though Nuketown is not in ranked. But you can just keep the same concept in mind, so that when we get in there, you understand more. So common rush routes. When it comes to Nuketown, right, you want to base the common rush route off of the spawn. And the common rush route ain't nothing besides the common areas people like to go. So basically, the most common area, if I'm spawning here, the most common places people come out of this spawn are they come through, they try and get to here in this point, this living room area. They try to get to here, or they try and go through this garage area, or they try and go upstairs. Those are the really three main ones. Sometimes, yeah, people rush over here, but it's kind of risky. Like, as you can see, it's not really that much cover to go from cover to cover to. You can go right here, shoot somebody, but somebody might be garage, and then they just hit you. And then what you gonna do? You have to run up in this is a long time you have to get from here to like here without cover. So it's very easy to die. So people do not rush over here as much, but they do rush over here. Don't take that and be like, oh, they don't rush over here because Gunplay said they don't. No, bro. All right, the people do come this way, but I'm just saying the common routes: garage, top window, and up here. If they spawn in here, right? Look, they spawn in here. Just look at the map. Make sure there's no teammates at the enemy's house, which is greenhouse. Say you spawn in yellow, this is greenhouse, right? They're gonna run this way into garage, but once you get to garage, you don't really push out unless your team got map control. So just keep all this in mind. I know it's a lot, but like, just trying to understand. Take notes, please. But most times they not gonna push up out this garage. Why? Because they don't have map control. The only time you push up out this garage is when you have map control, really. Because when you push up, this is another area that like doesn't have that much cover. Like you can push up to here. What if somebody go Jeep? Remember, you don't got map control, so all your team in the house, somebody could go Jeep, kill you. This is just, it's too open, so they don't really push out of here. Now, if they team do have map control, keep in mind that they probably will push out of here. But this is another area people like to sit. Why? Because you can pick off from here, and if you got really good aim and recoil control, you can pick off from here. Sometimes you can even look down here. You can really basically see a lot. This is domination, so of course they got more cover there. But if it was a hard point or something, you can see like them on the head, just pick them off if you have good aim and recoil control. So people like to sit in here. Now, once again, they are not gonna push out unless they have map control. Some people do just run out here and they just get smoked like that. But just keep in mind, common area. Nothing like do is run up these stairs and come this way. Now this is the power position. You can see everything when you up here. All right, you can see over here. You can really kind of see back there. You can see back here. You can see over there. And if you can even see that little corner over there if you really look. You can see G. I want you to keep in mind that the two top windows are the power positions. That's why every time you get in the game, somebody top window, it gets all annoying. I'm probably top window because I love to get up there. I don't care if y'all call me a camper or not. I'm just playing the game, man. I spent all this money on this game. I'm gonna play it how I want to play it. All right, I'm not a camper. I was tactically waiting. Okay. Same thing with this side. Really, people like to come garage. They don't push out unless map control. This is the prime area, this front door, because people love running out here. Why? Because it has this cover. It's more cover on this side than over here. Because over here, you gotta walk from here to get all the way here, just in order to get to cover. Here, it's just a big truck in the way, so you can kind of go that way like that. So it's a lot easier to just do it that way. This is really the good side, is what I like to call it. People run over here too, but when they run this way, they kind of just sit in the corner. Top window too, same thing on each side. Just the only difference is people go to that corner more. So y'all understand the common route. Now the next thing I'm about to go over is the overpowered lines of sight or overpowered spots you should sit in order to like pick up a few kills. Some spots that are kind of annoying. Now, like I said, the top windows are always gonna be annoying. You can always see so much. Those are the best positions on the entire map, the power position. So if you ever streaking, like say you on a 20 kill streak, but you don't really want to push around, just go up top window, and you can easily like just be up there and just pick up kills because you see almost the whole map. So that's a power position. Another power position, I would say, I guess this is a power position in a way because you could take out really these three lines of sight over here. So if somebody like sitting in that little corner, you can kind of kill them, or if they over here at all, you can kill this area too. Jeep is always gonna be a must. Jeep is always a good line of sight when your team got map control. Or say if I'm pushing out of yellow house, my team is over here, they kind of got all this area locked down. Now I'm on Jeep because Jeep, I can see everything. Like it just guards them from coming on this side. It's so annoying. And plus it's not like they could just run up because look, there's no cover. So if he in garage, he trying to challenge me, we're gonna do run up. No cover whatsoever. I'm finna show you how to counter some of these spots too, so please keep watching. All right, so this is a good place right here to just be sitting. Another one is yellow car. Yellow car is gonna do it every time, especially when it comes to like any game or really yellow car gonna do it. Just keep in mind when you on yellow car, right? You really watching over there. You can watch there. You can watch this top window. You can watch over here. And make sure you keep in mind, this is the spot that gets you. This is how they really get you. If they sneak up this way, they can kind of beam you off there. So it's kind of annoying. So you just kind of got to move around. So I'm standing here to kind of guard myself just in case they over here. Just move around with it. This is another one. This is kind of counter a lot of stuff. Once again, we're going to get to that in a minute. Yeah, this is another powerful line of sight. You just stand on this little box, these little planks, and you straight. And I think that's all the ones I can go over that are really, really overpowered for real. I guess garage, like if you can look that way, if you got a long range weapon, and you can look over here too. Yeah, so these are like really the lines of sight that you can take out in these areas. Now, I wouldn't just be sharing these lines of sight for y'all to just sit around and be abusing all day, so y'all can just go in, okay, I'm gonna just get these line of sights and I'm gonna just smoke everybody. No. See, I gotta share how to counter them too. All right, I don't want it to get too unbalanced where everybody just in a line of sight. Now the game running all ranked alike. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how to counter each of the powerful spots on Nuketown. So let's start off with the top windows. People don't really know how to counter this too much. People just like I'm gonna go up top like this. All right, then I'm gonna try and fight them like this. The whole time they hard scoping up here with a sniper, then you can't really do much unless you got a sniper too, but still you might die. This is how you counter it. All right, you can climb up here as we know, but just be careful. When you climb up here, look how long it takes. Look, I'm gonna press the buttons. I'm gonna press the shoot button as I'm climbing. Look how long it took. Look how long it took for me to even shoot. So please be careful when you're climbing up here. This side, that's really the only way you can get up on the balcony, is just climbing there. It's kind of unfortunate. So how else would you counter this window? Say you on green side, you spawn here. You can look here. You see, you can get on top of this. Make sure you got like an AR, like an SMG like this. It's not gonna do well because I got to throw the recoil and it's doing a lot right there. So get like an AR or a sniper that you can kind of shoot from there. I think you can also get up here too. You can get up here, and if you have a sniper, you can just jump, but boom. So that's how you really can counter the top window. You can also get on Jeep right here. That's another way, but just keep in mind that you have to slide from here and they might see you. Most likely they're gonna see you and just start pre-aiming a hard scope for you. So when you pop back up, like whack-a-mole, they're gonna smack you. Another way you can counter Yellow House is get on top of this Nuketown sign right here. Get up here. I know it's risky, but if you can get up here real quick, just smack them off there straight, just like that. And then if you can get in a spawn and eventually kill them, they just stay in this like corner, but don't sit in this corner. Like sit right here, so when they run back up, they trying to get in their little spot again, dead, just like that. So that's simple. See right here, this is a good spot. Once again, you can look even all the way from here. All right, this is a nice spot if you want to run this way and like throw a nade. I don't have a nade on right now, but if you could throw a nade up there and get them off, see, this is the trick. This is the trick right here. Throw a nade from here into the Yellow House window, and then you can slide over here to this Jeep. So now they don't know you here. They do not know you're here, right? So when they peek back out, you just peek up, shoot them. Or you can kind of sit right here. They don't see you. So you threw the nade. That's going to make them move. That's the first step. And then you slide to this Jeep, kind of lay down behind it. They don't see you. All right, then they just shooting your teammates down, and then boom, right there. Boom, right there. They just dead. Oh, look, I found the spot. Look, right here. People do not know this. I'm looking dead at the window right now. If I can angle it just right, look at that. You see that? I'm looking at the window. So if you get a sniper, right, you can shoot through this, I believe. You can shoot through this little, this glass. Yep, you can shoot through this glass right here, all the way up here with a sniper. People do not know this, bro. I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all some crazy sauce right now. You can even stand right here too. This is another area. So yeah, that's really how you counter the top window yellow. When it comes to greenhouse now, this is the more annoying one, I'm not gonna lie. Once again, you can stand up here, stand on this little ledge, stand on these trash cans, shoot them from here. Jeep gonna work too. Now with Jeep on this side, you can actually slide over here and they won't know. You can like kind of lay down behind this, pop back up and shoot them. So they don't really know about like if you get on here. Another way to counter that top area, this is kind of a risky one because you open to so many lines of sight, but you can kind of shoot here real quick. Another way, right here on the yellow car, like I said, like I was saying before, you can look right here. You can look right here from up there. Now, if you want to get really close and personal, there's a few ways you could do this. You could, for one, jump up on this sign, jump right here, jump right here. Now, the better way to do it, once again, is throwing a nade. You want to throw a nade to get them away from this window. That's the starter. So probably throw a nade from behind this this yellow car. Throw a nade up there. You jump up here. Then boom, now you up here. Instead of having to climb this ladder and get that little animation where you can't even shoot for like 2-3 seconds. The other way, you get right here. Now, when you get right here, you can jump up, but you're not gonna be able to just jump up like this. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna catch it probably, but yeah, see right there. We gotta run first, so you gotta catch a momentum, then jump, and it's gonna work every time you up here, and then you can shoot them. I think this is the last and final way right here. You get up here, and you can shoot if you got a long range weapon. See, it's kind of foggy because this is the snow Nuketown. I personally like this one better, but on the regular Nuketown, you can see a lot better right here. And then you can just shoot them from there. Now, how do you counter Jeep? I'm pretty sure there's only one way to counter Jeep, and that's going on top of the windows on either side. This is how I always get them. I simply just go right here and try and shoot. You can basically control this whole area, and then you can get them off Jeep. Mind you, got to have good recoil control, so let's hope you got that. And the same thing with Yellow House. You just come up here. On Yellow House, it's a lot more open. I can see the whole Jeep. On that side, you can only see like that side of it, that little half of it. But here I can see the whole Jeep, and once again, I can control this whole entire area. So that's how you counter Jeep. You can probably even come this way and counter it like this. Now you're more closer, but just keep in mind these are open right here. You can counter it from here, but most likely they're pre-aiming the front window, or the front door, I should say. So if they're pre-aiming this front door, then you're not gonna be able to do this. That's really like the only way to counter Jeep for real. Say you want to counter this area. So like somebody right here, you want to counter this area. They just looking this way. Really the thing to do is get right here. You can tap their head. Anything real right here, tap their head. Sometimes it's not here though, if it's domination or not. If it's domination, it's gonna be here. You can shoot from there too. Shoot from there too. Or you right here, you throw a nade and they might run away. Most times they do, and that's when you beam them. Throw a nade from here, beam them. Or you can just sit here and wait pre-aim right here. Exactly right here, so that way you see their head when they pop out. Boom, right there. Oh, how to counter yellow cars. Same thing, just go upstairs. You want to counter these vehicles, go upstairs. You can see it's kind of more harder because the car is a bit taller than the Jeep. So now I think I done went over all the overpowered lines of sight and stuff that you really need to worry about for real. So that's basically what you want to do to counter all of them. Basically the counter, mostly think about it like, okay, the counter to both of them is a line of sight like that you have. So if I'm yellow car and I can look up here, my counter is up there. Vice versa, it basically goes the same way every other direction. Now I know y'all might think there's a lot more than what I've been explaining, but it's really not. Like, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible for y'all to understand, because I don't want to overwhelm y'all with so many like different ways to do things that don't really matter. I'm just telling y'all what y'all need to know in the common stuff that really be happening. If you see anything extraordinary that I'm not explaining in this video, it's probably a one-time occurrence, once in a blue moon. You're not gonna see it again. So don't really try and overwhelm yourself with so much knowledge. I'm just telling you the stuff that you need to know. But now, lastly, I'm gonna share some different strategies for game modes, for different game modes that I would use. Like, for example, we're gonna start with domination because we already on here. Domination, the strat on this side, say you're on this side, right? This is what I'm gonna do. That's how I open up in this game. I try and get to the middle of the map as quick as possible. All right, but I don't really want to run this way. You could run this way and stand on here and beam everybody coming this way. That's what you could do. It's kind of open though. Just try and get to the middle of the map as quick as possible. You can run this way, not directly like that, but just run on this side, come this way, and try and get on that Jeep. Remember, the Jeep is the power position, power play right there, so you want to get there. Another thing you can do is sit top window, but be careful with this, because when you just sit top window, you can beam all of them, or they might beam you and now y'all spawn trapped. But personally, what I like to do, I run straight through the front door. I run through one of these back doors, straight through the front door. All right, get here. Boom, boom. I can go this way too. It don't really matter. Run straight, get dominance on the mid map. So I come this way, look this way, beam them all. Power position, get to this truck, and then boom, you can do everything else. Don't really come this way. You could, but people might be coming this way a lot. So if you're on yellow side, same thing, bro. Get to the middle of the map as quick as possible. So I come out, get this way, and try and aim at their front door. It's basically what I like to do every single time. Come through here. Anybody trying to get to B, beam them, push up on the map, push up on the map, push up on the map, and then boom, we straight. We got map control. Then I push back that way we don't flip, because we don't want that. We don't want to flip on the bad side, which is this side. This is the good side. We're gonna flip on the bad side. Now once y'all get domination map control, y'all just want to basically keep that map control, maintain that map control the whole time, and y'all will win the game as long as y'all got B. All right, so probably somebody standing right here. Watch these two areas. Somebody on the actual objective to make sure nobody pushes up. So I'm standing right here on the objective. Probably two people doing that. And then you got somebody on Jeep. And then that's the strategy right there. So if you're playing with a team, that's a good strategy. If you're playing with randoms, then just trying to work with them to like see where they're positioned. Most times people are gonna be positioned on B, so you don't need to go there. You don't really need to go in this little area right here, which is the mid-map area, because they got that all covered. So try and get to this Jeep. That's what I would say do to maintain the map awareness, or the map control, I should say. Same thing with each side, vice versa. Now, as for hard point, I really open the same exact way every time I'm on hard point. So if I'm on this side, I always do this. I always come this way. The first hard point always gonna be there, so I always come this way, get on this Jeep. My objective is to see clear out this whole side. All right, so boom, I look through this. While I'm running, I can see any movement behind there. So say I'm running up, I'm looking through that window right there to see if anybody moving. And if I do, I just kind of sit here and pre-aim. If I don't see anybody, now look here for a second, and then boom, I beam everybody coming this way. They all trying to run over there to get to hard point. I'm beaming them. If I miss some, I come over here, shoot them. And that's how I open up every time a hard point. It's pretty self-explanatory. And that's basically how I go. When I'm say the hard point like in the house like this, don't push up. Don't push up when you got the hard point like this. There's no point. The hard point is on you. Your team spawning here. So all you gotta do is just wait. Just wait for them to push up and then shoot them. Every time. That's how it works. This is the good side in hard point opening. This is the usually good side, greenhouse, because the hard point's here. And you can get this hard. If y'all can get this hard point, don't flip. Keep this hard point. Build up the score. Y'all already like every hard point is what, 60 seconds, I think. I don't know. I don't really keep time of how long the hard point is. But just keep track. That's like 120 points right there if y'all stay the whole time. Now on this side, yellow house, when I open up, bro, really only one thing, or actually there's a few things I do on this side. I try and get to the middle map as quick as possible. So once again, I just run through the house like this, come this way, same way with domination. Then I kind of slide over here, then I slide this way and see what's going on. Or if I don't want to do all that, then I just go top window, but most likely I don't do that. The first strategy is the way I always take when I'm on yellow house spawns. I can kind of come up here too, but that's like the secondary way just in case everything go bad when I try to come this way. And once again, on this side, I try and push up a lot more so that way I can take the control of the map real quick and try and flip. The objective when you on this side is to flip and get your team spawning behind this greenhouse so that way y'all can get this next hard point after the Jeep side. And then after that, y'all can go over here. And then once the hard point is here, the objective now is to flip again. Flip again, because the next hard point gonna be in here. You want to flip for the next hard point. And I'm pretty sure that's my full strategy when it comes to playing hard point on NUKETOWN. Just keep flipping and rinsing and repeating, and it's gonna work. I'm telling you, it works for me every time. Skill-based matchmaking lobbies. I do not reverse boost, like I said. Now, when it comes to just playing TDM or kill confirm, you can basically do the same strategies. It don't really take much to play kill confirm or TDM because there's no objective besides collecting the tokens in kill confirm. Same thing, like it's just same thing as TDM. Just run around, kill people, and then that's how you get points. Nothing major. Now that is my full NUKETOWN masterclass. You can use this in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, 5, and 6. All right. It works in all the Black Ops games. I've been using it for as long as I've been playing NUKETOWN. It works every time, man. Please just take all this stuff and you would just know the map so well. Most of y'all probably think y'all know the map so well, but I'm pretty sure y'all have learned something in this video. If there's anything I missed that I did not go over that you would like me to know, how about you teach me? Go in the comment section below and tell me, like, teach me about NUKETOWN, and then I'll learn. Like, I'm not a big ego person where like, oh, I'm just better than everybody, I know everything, nobody can teach me nothing. No, I'm very open-minded, and I'm open-minded to hear what y'all have to say about NUKETOWN. So anything I miss, anything I don't know, just tell me down in the comment section below. But anyways, man, if you want to see more Black Ops 6 content like this, or if you want to see any really FPS game, because I'm finna start expanding my channel and going over like different FPS games. It's gonna be an FPS games channel, but I'm not gonna abandon Black Ops 6, trust me. If you want to take your skill to the next level, subscribe to the Patreon. It's gonna be down in the description below. Online coaching, $25 a month. We're gonna be doing one-on-one coaching. That's what I'm doing. You can go schedule yourself, do all that stuff. Everything is good now. You can go down there, see what I got going on, and once you see, then you schedule, then you sign up. Everything's just there for you. It's a very simple process, and I'm gonna teach you how to take your skill to the next level. You're gonna be probably one of the greatest players in every lobby you play in. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you didn't, or if you're interested in seeing me play Black Ops 1 for the first time ever in my life, then click on this video right here.